よし、やりますか。よいしょ。ちょっと一応ちゃんと見とこう。買った。買ったよな。ああ、そういうこんなバッグ。つんよ。さあ、まあ、リベンジマッチやっていきましょう。まあ、前回ね、かなり後味悪い試合になったのでね、まあ、なんとかしていきましょう。連絡は、こっちで。先にもう送っちゃって。よし、まあ、もうすぐ10時なんで、まあ、ポチっちゃいますか。まあ今日はね、何があったかって言いますと、出張から今日帰ってきました。はい。デンバーってオレンジ？カラーラッシュでいけるんだったらそれが良さそうだけど。さあ、頑張りましょう。まあ、頑張りましょう。気負わず。
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, two teams hailing from the
第7シーズンで
AFC
も最後全部
between
アウェ
the
イですけれども。
Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos.
まあラッキー必要でしょう、
And
勝つ
we
ため
are
には。
underway in this AFC wildcard weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
さっきとカラーラッシュで試合やるの実は初めてなんですよね、バッティングで。自分があまりにもね、あれなんですよ、デフォルトユニフォーム派閥すぎて。
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Into the hands of Pat
Moose.
And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Now an inside give to Johnson. And they
Ma,
take a
toりあえずダウンは
only
さ
a
せます。
couple yards there. Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
I mean, I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness, up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run
Okay.
it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
これと真ん中突っ込みましょう。
Jets in up the middle.
漏れ方早いね、結局。
Shorts actually went a little
これはもう勝負です。
The presence
プレーオ
of
フ
those
普
tight
通
ends
にやっ
work
て
both
勝て
ways,
るとは
Brock.
思って
You
ない
know
ので。
this gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
カバー3っぽいな、俺の予想ね。
4th down, pass coming.
OK、タッチダウン、
Into the end
OK。
zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word
Okay.
upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Now
こん
Boswell
くらい
to
多分
send this
いい感
away.
じじゃないかな。あ、ちょっとかかった。
And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
Hmm.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey.
OK。
First down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Harvey.
Okay.
It's forward, that's about 4 yards. And it's Dante Kent in on the stop.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Nix from the gun.
Yeah, let's go.
That one finds his man, Ingram. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. He's still coming at the 30. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
ダブルフレックスっていうフォーメーションなら
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Bombers. Shotgun snap to Nix. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Kill! Almost set! Ready!
They'll run it for the first time with Andre gets to make.
それで一気に7ヤードに持ってかれちゃうから前に直してほしかったけどなそれ
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill! Almost set! Ready! Ready, set! What you got?
Out of the gun, it's Nix.
Okay.
The defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get
Ma,
to
could have
third
showed.
and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Almost set! Ready! Set!
Here we go on 4th, Nix.
Okay.
Puts it into the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
It's a turnover on downs.
Okay.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Ready up.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A give left side to Johnson. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
That's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on,
これはこのままでいい
it'll
な。
likely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. I'll throw it.
Moose!
He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First down, play action.
まあ、んじゃっちゃうか。そうだ。
Right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And they'll manage to contain it after a 6-yard pickup.
そうだ
Sanders
な。
that time on the stop.
It's a gain of 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
ちょっとこれ、アラートコールでやってみましょう。
He's going to throw it.
パスダウン、OK。
And he's going to go down right along midfield
で、
strike.
これでファーストクォーター終わらせましょう。
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a cute
なうちになんか考えておきましょう。
First down.
これとかいいんじゃないかな。ダーネル・ワシントンに通してあれかな。ありかもね。2回くらいフライヤームースに縦通してるんで、
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs.
ダーネル・ワシントンに一発いってみ
7-0
ましょう。
is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this.
だからこれだね。
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. We'll look to throw.
OK。ムース。
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
It's Johnson on 2nd down.
Third and
After a gain of 5.
Super short.
Next to that line to gain.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. Need to keep plays and drives alive.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Rambo 80.
トイメンちゃんと勝つように。
They give up the guts of Benson,
OK。
and they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
OK。
This one goes for 3 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
A gain of 3
Calm,
on the play.
cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
We've set of downs from 37.
Set. 60 Bison. 6. Check. Hurt.
うーん。
Riggs. Go.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Hey, check that. Check. Like, hurt. Right there, hurt.
They send Hill right.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw.
これファーストダウン取って。
Buys time, rolling right. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Check. Alert. Let go. Hey, smash. Ready.
They'll run this with Johnson. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Panther 60. Go, Riggs. Go.
This time it's a passing play. That's going to be incomplete.
まあしょうがない。
First
間に合わないん
time
だったら
he's
しょうが
looked
ない。
his back way this game, but no results yet.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Go. 60 Eagles. 60.
これブリッツくせえな。
Panther 60. Check. Go.
Here he
つなかっ
goes,
た。
3rd and long. Complete right side to Washington.
OK。
He's going to have enough for the first down. Not
Okay.
by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Golden to go. They're passing.
こっちだ。オッケー。
Has the Pittsburgh touchdown.
オッケー。
The Steelers take a 13-0 lead.
Pretty cool moment. That is the first rushing score of his young career. Look, I'm not going to say it's the first of many. We just don't know in this league. But I do know that's a confidence builder for this entire offense when your quarterback can score using his legs as well.
Broncos nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for
Now
Pittsburgh.
Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3.
やべ。
It's going well so far.
まあまあまあまあ
Flipping
まあ。
effort
とりあ
there
え
as
ず。
he's brought
一
down
旦
on
タ
the
ッチダウンじゃない
opposite
だけ
side of the 50.
The Steelers
We get to
44
play off football, Kate, and every team's going to excel in 3 phases. You've got to. Offense, defense, special teams. What an excellent return. And the type of effort they expect from themselves in postseason football.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Go, go. Chill. Hold on a second. Hey, kill. Ready. Ready.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's gonna be first down Denver.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Knicks.
オッケー。
This is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That's the rookie out of Florida. And the Steelers.
レクさんありがとう。
Their 20 after the interception and return.
プラクティスカットから拾ってあげたよ。
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Heads out on the bootleg. Hits him on
Okay.
the out route. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Bronco switch. Let's go now. 1918. Hey.
Motion a receiver left. Up the middle, Vaughn. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
taken down at the 40.
で、2 minutes ウォーニングですと。
10 yards.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Now looking to throw.
やべ。まあいいや。インコンプリートしよう。
Great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches. Running back sent in motion.
よし、これヒル。頑張れよ、ヒル。お前しか見てないよ、俺は。
Back to throw on
間に合わんか
But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He has it at the 33.
OK。いやー、ヒルあれガラ空きになってたから通したかったけどね、出したかったね。あとはヒルがちゃんとレールにすぐ出てくれなかったね。それはもうどうしようもない。
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
On my set.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Flushed out of the pocket.
OK
Oh, they get him yet again. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers take possession at midfield after forcing that turnover.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, man,
ニガ
somebody
ゆう
of
た
those
ニガワさ
other
ん、
leaders on
あり
that
がとうございます。
sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
The Steelers with some very good field position. As they
これは
get
ね
set, 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll throw to begin this drive.
ラッシュ早すぎない？
Throwing it unsurprisingly.
ブロッカー増やしたよ、俺わざわざ。
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players.
したら
You know, once he
こ
senses
っち
the
にしと
pressure,
くか。
he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
で、
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Down the left sideline he goes. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution
Okay.
to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
New set of downs for him from the 31. And they're going to throw out of the gun.
トスの便利は
That
何
one is
の問題もないで
incomplete.
す。
Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
これランにしてヤードを稼げるか稼げないかを見てプレー考えます。
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
これブリッツだな。でちょっとこっちもすぐ出て。
Here's a throw. Dumped off to his running back.
まあ取れなかった。じゃあこれ40秒がっつり使い
Well
ます。
covered by the defense. That play
あ
loses
タイムアップ
yards.
使った。まあまあまあそれはしょうが
Denver
ない
calls the
ね。
second of its 3 timeouts.
それはしょうがない
And they'll take a
ね。
moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
で、まあこれでいきましょう。なかったらチェックダウンにすぐ投げる。
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here.
ダメですね。
And they can't connect.
通せるかなと思ったけど、取りましたね。ダメでし
All
た。
the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. This a 50-yard
これ
run
足り
from
る
the
で
right
しょう。
hand. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit
さっき
great.
リターンめっちゃ出されたん
Sailed
で
on through without incident.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
もう今度は こっちで行きましょうか。
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hold my son. Ready. Ready, my son. Captain, 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 captain.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He puts some juice on it.
いやーマジか。
It's grabbed inside the 30.
カバー3をゾーンでそれ潰されちゃう。
The Broncos chop some of the lead off before the half.
あーなるほどね。
People love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
John
John Parker Romo out to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 10.
あれ完全にセーフティーの動きおかしかったね。なるほどね。 OK。
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Dante Kent with a return. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough
しかもなんだあの
position
キワ
to
キワ
start
キッ
this one
ク。
out.
At their own 17-yard line.
前の後味悪いのも加えて、さっきのキワキワキックめっちゃグリッチくせえんだけど、どう大丈夫？
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard
これはこの
line.
ままでよくて流していいで
That'll
す。
go for an 18-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Steelers.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, Johnson. And he
で
can
ここ
only
でタイムアウ
use
ト
one
コー
yard.
ルします。
Defenders left already to bring him down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL
あり
is
がとう
hard,
ご
and
ざい
that
ます。
play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
どうだろうな。まあいいや。
Throwing on seconds.
普段コンフリクトを作っ
Throws
た
on
が
the
いい
right,
が、
but
あ
it's
あま
incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throw here, 3rd down.
あまあ
And
いい
they
でしょう。
really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Jack Browning to kick it away.
これはスカイキックにしちゃってよくて、
This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And that returns
まあ
gonna
これ
leave
ね
them enough
多分
time
ね
to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want
そうだ
before
よ
the
ね。
half.
で15プラスでしょ。
Offense tag
で
for
タイ
the
ムアウト
penalty there
1個
as
だ
they
け
walk off the
ど、
distance.
これデフォルトにしてプリベントだよね、さすがに。プリベントフォーメーションでは出るんだけど、
A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
He'll throw it. Has a downfield work in the left.
で、まあ、フィールドゴールじゃない多分。
This still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42.
Well, まあ、そうだよね。
Only time left for one more snap, Rock, so they're going to run out their field goal units. Just before halftime, we get a
アイスの
timeout
タッチ
taken.
効果発動しないけど、やるよ。
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
59-yard attempt.
入りそうだな、それは。
It's good, not by much, but it's indeed good bottom left. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a
まあ、こ
close
れはリターン
game
しても
when
らえ
it's
ない
all said
と
and
できない
done
でしょ
because it's awfully tied here at the half. And that field goal, well, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's
あ
away.
リターンさせてくれる優しい。
Kent on the return. He's got a lead up past the 30. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first
た
half.
だまあ向こうボールからスタートする
So
ん
we're
で
through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10.
でしょ
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
First play of the drive.
OK ナイスアイスミス
He starts quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
The tackle by
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Up. Almost set. Ready. Ready.
Nix from the gun.
いや取るのそれ
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at
And
the
for somebody who's
毎
been
回ちゃん
kicked
と見
out
てるんだ
like
け
he
どね
has,
そ
Brock,
こ
you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Hey, motion, motion.
これはマニュアルモーションだね
To the right. Yep.
Giving this
That's
to
nice,
Harvey.
Mr.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play
brings up second
is at
and
least he didn't go
9
backwards.
at the 41-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
All right. Almost set. Shanahan. Ready. Ready. 11.
Staying on the ground.
OK OK
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Taken down.
A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
とあるはず、どっかに。これ。
They'll throw, 3rd and long.
OK! ファンボー
Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Did him a solid by recovering that, but not helping them with the yards lost afterwards as this play finally comes to an end. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Their own 34-yard line.
まあこのドライブは比較的真面目にランを使いましょう。
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll toss it to Johnson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Johnson.
ちょっと俺がミスったな。
The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
これだな。
Emptying the backfield here. The offense going 5 wide on 3rd and long.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll air it out on 3rd.
あーやべ。
Couple defenders there.
まあこういうミスは起こるよね。
Picked by Derek
サードンドロングになると。まあ
Well,
もしか
they
して
left the
ギャンブルせず
locker
に
room in
無
for
理せずに
great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Hold on a sec. Hey.
Nix with it on 1st.
OK?
Was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Hold on a sec. Hey.
Nix. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he gets it
Okay.
past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well,
これにしましょう。
they pursued and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Hold on a sec. Kill chip. Hey. Hey, what's up?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete.
Okay.
4th down coming up.
You never
まあ
ever
言ってもいい
offense
けど
like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Hey, Q, almost set. Ready. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. He's him on the quick hitter. He's gonna
そっ
get
ち
it
投
out
げるんだ。
before he
へ
goes
え。
out. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on fourth down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
It's Harvey straight ahead. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Y.A. Black sitting him down there.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Almost set. Ready.
Here's the fake. Here's Nix.
Okay.
Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
This ここでランをコールできる人と俺は思ってない
Third
です。
down, and they need to get 10.
Almost set.
ケアはするけど。
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Give up the middle to
グランコールした。
He's taken
ファ
down.
ーストダウン更新まで行かれるそれマジ
They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready. Ready. Middle.
Harvey once more. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Almost set.
Here's Nix to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
素直にワンツーコールしちゃっていいか。
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Broncos have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
Harvey on the carry. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Bombers. Almost set. Ready. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's tackled.
ちゃんとついていけるのがね偉いんだよな。このチーム
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Almost set. Ready. Arriba. Don't go.
Okay.
This is Harvey. And this is going to go in the wrong direction.
Okay.
He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Almost set. Ready. Arriba.
Desperation time here. From the pocket.
TJ Watt!
Will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick.
いける、それ取れない？
Arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And it's
大
gonna be
陸ヒ
second
ルさ
down.
ん、さあ、それは取って
That's
く
a
れよ。
throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Another throw here on 2nd down.
ダーデル・ワシントン来た、これ。
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to
ス
midfield.
ーパーデカブツダーデル・
One
ワシントン
goes for 31 yards. Man, the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now a toss running right. Johnson. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Putting a receiver in motion. Man in motion out of the slot. Johnson up the middle. Hit some space around midfield. Shoots away from one.
OK。
They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26.
誰がかしたファウルタウンが怪我しちゃったか。ちょっとそれはよろしくないね。
Let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Now an inside give to Benson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that
プレーオフだもんね。頑張って。
4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Ready? 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Man in motion here. It's Johnson on 2nd down. This one nearly moved.
よし、いいよ、いいよ、いいよ。サードアンドインチャーいいよ。
6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15 plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Here's Johnson again.
First down,
And
okay.
his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Okay.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense is set. 1st and 10. A give. This is Johnson. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining in this game.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit
Yes,
drill
yes,
that
yes,
they
yes,
work on
yes.
over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. The tight end in motion now. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Set, go.
Looking to throw. It's caught right side by
Okay.
Frontview. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Middle, middle, middle. Ready. My name is Hunt.
Nick's off the play action. Made the throw
Okay.
as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Okay.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pull left. Hold on, son. Ready. My name is Hunt.
Play action with Nix. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time.
で、2ミニッツかな、これで。
Nice gain of 10 and a first down.
シェルはカバー4でいいね。これ。
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver.
First and 10 at the
Broncos, 14
45-yard line.
points back.
で、セーフティーを、まあ、これはまだ特になんかする必要ないの、まだ。
First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down.
Joe. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Knicks. Well, the pressure
Okay.
nearly got to him, but still a good play
Okay.
defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Mims.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Knicks again on 2nd and 10.
OK!
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8.
That run may not have gotten you a first.
Timeout
Nice
call しない
little
の
run to set the table.
一応タイムアウト、ファーストダウン取ったら
Nice
確定なん
run
で、
last play.
タ
Sets
イムアウ
up
トコールす
2nd
る
and
かしない
2.
か次第なんですけど、
Up the middle, long. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
これ流してくれるんだったらもうこれ2段したらいいんだ。
And it's 3rd down.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. Trying to get it on the keeper.
OK! ということで、なんとか無事勝利をつかんで、プレーオフ、手探りリーグ、26、プレーオフ初勝利ということでね、次の試合もね、頑張っていきたいと思います。多分次の試合はね、もう第1シード確定なんで、門松さんという難しい相手なんですけれども、頑張りたいと思います。
And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.
とりあえずね、次はパッツの試合なんで頑張りましょう。
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on
いい
EA
感じで自分がやりたい試合
Sports.
ができたなっていう
With my
感じ
partner
がし
in
ます
the
ね、
booth,
今日は。
I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
もう攻撃に火力がある場合はもうしっかりと時間を使う。これが大事ですね、やっぱり。まあ、いくつかちょっと直したいところもあるんですけれども、まあ、そこは、今後の修正点ということで。だって、個人的に、ポゼッションタイム、まあ、このくらい下がったら、まあ、皆さんよく頑張りました、本当に。いやー、勝った。よかったよかった。他のプレーオフ、ここがプレーオフ一発目か。ということで、本日はこれにて終了したいと思います。皆さん